Suradji, better known as Datu, was a cattle breeder and dukun. He had many female customers requesting rituals to make them rich or beautiful, or to prevent their boyfriends or husbands from cheating. Datu claims his fire ghost appeared to him in a dream in 1986 and instructed him to drink the saliva of 70 dead young women to increase his supernatural powers. According to police investigations, all the victims were patients who came to Suradji's home in Dusun Aman Damai. He asked each of his clients to come with a flower, a white pear, an Arabic pear, and a pair of purple oranges. Under conditions, the patient must be willing to be tied and half-buried in a quiet place at night. Suradji's first victim was a woman named Tukim, or Iem. Iem wanted to get success in life from Suradji. After Iem said what she meant, the dukun took her to Semayang sugarcane plantation area, which is about a kilometer away from his home. Upon leaving, Suradji carried a hood, rope, and bag, while Iem charged him in bag. Their steps stopped after finding a suitable location for the ritual. Suradji asked Iem to hold a lamp to illuminate the ground he was going to be digging. Suradji digs a hole as deep as 1 meter. The hole is about 1 meter long and 70 cm wide. Suradji then asked Iem to go into the hole. Then he lifted up her feet and her hands and put a rope on them. Then he went up and struck the hole with the ground. Iem's body is buried from her legs to her chest. Immediately after, Suradji whispered in front of Iem. Suradji hung Iem's hand over his thighs. Suddenly, Suradji's hands closed the woman's mouth and nose, while his right hand struck Iem's neck. Practically, the victims couldn't touch because almost all of her body was buried in the ground. Within a few minutes, Iem's life flew, dying at the same time. Suradji's last victim was Rikmala Devi, who was murdered on April 23, 1997. From this case, his civilization is uncovered. 4 days after the murder, the citizens of Dusun Aman Damai were scolded when a young man found a body without clothes in a sugarcane field. They were surprised to find the body was a goddess, who was to have disappeared 3 days earlier. A citizen named Andreas claimed to have taken the goddess to Suradji's house for consultations before she was missing. However, after Maghrib, the goddess returned to her own home. Because of insufficient evidence, the police stopped the investigations. The police have been investigating a number of reports of missing persons in recent years. Turns out, all of the people that were missing, there was one red thread. Suradji and his 3 wives are arrested, namely Tumini, Tumina, and Ngatia. Suradji's first claimed to have killed a goddess, and then he finally confessed to have killed 16 women, until he later confesses to having murdered 42 women again. These several killings took place from 1986 to 1997. Suradji's oldest wife, Tumini, helped her husband. Suradji and Tumini end up in jail. In the run-up to the death penalty, Suradji submitted a final request to the court to see his family, including Tumini. On a quiet night at exactly 22 p.m., a gunshot was heard from the rubber plantations in the Galang district, Deli Serdang district, North Sumatra. A flash of light can be seen from behind the trees. The sound of the gunshots and the flash of the light came from a rifle belonging to the executive team of the Automobile Brigade Unit, Polda Sumut. Of the 12 guns held by 12 executors, only 3 contained sharp bullets, and none of them knew. 3 bullets hit a target 10 meters away at a speed of 900 meters per second, penetrating the left chest of the man whose eyes were closed and his feet tied to a tree.